Good morning, my coolest of kids. How's everybody doing on this extra humid? Hey, look, you guys are catching the sun again with me. You guys are good luck. I need to do these videos more often. Anytime I want some sun, just end up doing like a quick video, have my subscribers take a look, and then the sun comes out. Literally the first time the sun's really been out since yesterday morning-ish when I did you guys a video. It's been raining the whole time. It's absolutely soaked. Like, I have sandals on right now, and you know that feeling when you're walking in wet grass with sandals? It's just like, hate everything. But anyways, I was actually going through a couple of my things last night in my top drawer. Everyone's got a top drawer, right? Of all your, like, couple random things, memories, everything else in there. And I found my grandfather's old Zippo lighter with his name across the front. You know, and I love, like, always the times that we had together, everything that we used to do. Obviously, when I was a kid, we were pretty close. I'd go there with my dad and everything else. But as we got older and everything else, you know, life happens. Life happens. Let's see how many more times I can say, like, anything else and the like and things like that. See how many more times I can repeat that out loud. But my grandfather and I started setting up, like, a once a month kind of thing just to catch up and, like, you know, to be able to talk and shoot the poop and, you know, have a good time. And we'd always go to his favorite Chinese place for lunch and get a couple of nice alcoholic beverages. It didn't matter if it was 11:30 in the morning. Grandpa wanted his alcoholic beverages. And poo-poo platter for two. And we would talk and just, you know, catch up on everything. And, you know, he'd bring his deck of cards and we would do some poker or 21 or, you know, BS game. You guys know BS, anything like that. We used to have so much fun. We would be talking the whole time, and I'd plan it ahead of time so that I could make sure that I had the day off and, like, however long it would last. Because we would do the Marco Polo, which is the name of the Chinese restaurant we'd go to. And then we'd go back to his house and sit there and we'd watch TV, and I would just listen to him, like, be really loud and, like, borderline racist about. He was old, you know. He wasn't actually, like, hate on any race, but just the way he talked, you know, and it's almost like it was nice. I loved being around him, and I enjoyed those moments so much. Looking back now, I could never ever take that back. Now, as he started to get older, this was 5 years ago tomorrow. 5 years ago tomorrow. At this point he was old. He was 83 years old. He was starting to have Alzheimer's, not dementia, Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's, you know, when they start forgetting things, it's a little bit from dementia. Dementia, you forget and then you forgot. But he calls me at 4:12 in the morning out of nowhere, and we hadn't set up a time to go or do anything like to do our normal little Marco Polo run or anything like, you know, have our day together that month yet. And I was, you know, I thought in my head, like, oh, I gotta call my grandpa this week. Calls me at 4:12 in the morning on myself, and I look and I see it says Grandpa B, and I was like, oh no, I wonder if something happened. Grandma had already passed away, so I was worried about him. Pick up, hey Gramp, how you doing, Gramp? Hey there, sonny boy, what are you doing? Sleeping, Grandpa? Sleeping? It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Don't you gotta be at work for 7? Yeah, yes, Gramp. I usually wake up at 5:30. Got today off? Oh no, Grandpa. You know, we have to set up I was gonna call you later this week. You know, and get this set up, and we're gonna go do it. We'll go do our thing. He's like, I just got this feeling. I need to see you. You know, you know, you weren't able to come up with your family this past weekend because, you know, obviously I wasn't living at home anymore. My family had gone up the weekend before to go see my grandpa. And, you know, they had a nice little day with them or whatever. It was my mom, my dad, and my sister. I wasn't able to go. So he calls me literally that Tuesday. And he's like, I just had a feeling I want to see you. And I was like, Grandpa, I'll call you later this week and we'll figure out, like, a time or something to go do our thing. All right, oh, lazy ass. I'm like, lazy, I'm going to work. He starts laughing. I'm kidding. And, you know, love you, hang up. 6:30. And I get to thinking, I was like, you know what? I need to go see him. I just got this feeling too. I don't know why. I just need to go see my grandpa. And I want to see him. Call my boss. I'm dying. Well, a little foreshadowing. Probably shouldn't have joked about dying. So I go and see my grandfather. And we do our Marco Polo run, everything else. And you just see in his face. You guys know where this is going, huh? It's white. A little bit white. He still had his drinks. He smokes Lucky Strike cigarettes, no filter. That's the way he loved it. No filter on those thingamats. You want one, Rob? No, thanks. No. This is even when I smoke cigarettes. But no, thank you. No regular, no filtered cigarettes, please, Gramps. We had so much fun, like the best time we'd had in so long. He even gave me his switchblade knife that he had promised my dad at one point, and he was like, I want you to have this, you keep this, you hang on to this. And you know, it was just really, it was a different situation than usual. It was a different meeting than usual, a different time than usual. And it's like, I don't know if it was like just he said it or what was going on, or maybe somebody from above, maybe Graham looking down knew that I needed to go see him. Because I left that night. It was nighttime by the time I left. And not a half hour after I left, he had a heart attack. Like, made it to the hospital. Something, you know, his neighbor downstairs had actually heard that he fell, and the neighbor had called 911 because they couldn't get in the door and they were yelling, and they knew he was in there. And they got him to the hospital and everything, and I never got to see him conscious again. Like, he was alive for about a day and a half in the hospital, but completely unconscious, out of it, done. Just as, you know, as Grandpa, he was done. And I don't know what it was, my Graham or anything else. I've never been that superstitious or anything else, but whoever or whatever made me call into work and have that awesome day with him, literally the day before he died, less than 24 hours from when, you know, well, not died, but when he had his major heart attack, and had like literally the best time we'd had since I was like a kid together. What I'm trying to get to is, you know, if you get a feeling about something, or if you just know something, like you get that little inkling or something or whatever, and you are able to take care of that inkling, whatever it might be, like maybe you should go do that, maybe you should go do this, maybe that's something you haven't done in a while, maybe someone you love you haven't talked to or seen in a while, go do it. Because like I've said so many times, you don't know what you got till it's gone. And I am grateful every single moment, all the time, that I did that. And I went to see my grandpa and had that whole wonderful fun day with him, like, you know. And I'm glad that I was able to be, I was the last person that saw him conscious. So anyways, thank you all for listening to my little story there. It's all true. Positive vibes for a positive life. And I will see you guys later. Thank you so very much.